Merry Christmas from warm and sunny Florida. Today is Christmas Day, and we just finished opening up all of our presents with our family, and we're now driving back to the airport once again for another family adventure. This time, we're hopping on a direct flight from Tampa to Denver to spend the week in Breckenridge, Colorado. We'll ski, snowshoe, and explore one of the highest elevation ski resort towns in the entire country. Welcome to our family adventures. We are a family of 3 from Florida who loves getting outside and exploring everything that this big, beautiful world has to offer. From hiking in the mountains to kayaking in the ocean and everything in between. Come along with us as we take on our next family adventure. We landed in Denver late last night and we stayed in a hotel near the airport since we were exhausted. Now we're on our way to the mountains with our first stop here in Breckenridge, Colorado, which is about 2 hours from Denver. Now when we planned this trip, we were expecting to see a snow-filled winter wonderland and a beautiful sleigh ride. But unfortunately, Colorado and the mountain communities have all been experiencing record high temperatures so far this season, and very little snowfall. And we shrugged it off and made the best of it. I mean, who cares if our sleigh had wheels? We were still in the mountains, which is amazing no matter what time of year. Now, our guide told us that she and many of the horses come down from Idaho every year to run these winter sleigh rides in Colorado. She said that this is the first year since the company's been operating that they've ever not had snow on the ground during these trips. After the ride, Ashley, Lexi, and I warmed up by the fire, roasting marshmallows and drinking hot chocolate since it was still pretty cold out. We made the 1.5-hour drive from Fraser to Breckenridge and checked into our hotel for the week, the Grand Timber Lodge. The lodge is located a quick walk away from the ski lifts and is made up of 157 condo-style rooms. It has an indoor pool, several hot tubs, and this community space with shuffleboard table. It's the next morning and Lexi's in ski school all day, so Ashley's getting first tracks almost all alone on the mountain. Breckenridge is huge. It's almost 3,000 acres. It's actually made up of 3 different bases with 5 mountain peaks and over 180 ski trails. We're staying here at Peak 9, which is considered a beginner and intermediate paradise with its own ski school for Lex. Just because Breckenridge has over 180 ski trails doesn't mean that they're all open. In fact, with the warm weather, only about 20% of the trails are open, and the ones that are open today are extremely icy. Even with the icy conditions, it's pretty amazing to be able to ski with nobody around.
Icy.
Now, I'm not a big downhill skier, so I have a different adventure that's about to start here at the Breckenridge Nordic Center. I booked a group snowshoeing lesson through the backwoods in Breck. I've never been snowshoeing before, so I thought I'd sign up for a lesson to learn the basics. Well, I'm the only person that signed up, so I have my own privately guided hike through the woods for the next 1.5 hours. Next, we're coming up here to Josie's cabin. Josie's cabin was originally built in the 1820s by a family coming to search for gold in the Breckenridge Valley from Missouri. It's been restored and is now a great hangout for hikers and skiers alike. And this is Cucumber Gulch, a frequent moose hangout. You can see the incredible views, some of the ski runs here at Breckenridge. I'm searching for Ashley and Lexi. They must be up there somewhere. Now that the tour's over, I'm gonna hike around a little bit by myself. Check out these snowmakers. Okay, time to head back and meet up with the girls. The next morning, we are recharged and ready to get back at it. Lexi's going back to ski school, and Ashley is hitting the slopes again. I have a bit of a different activity planned for today, which starts a little bit later. Look at all this fresh powder. We've been tracking the weather since we arrived in Denver, praying for snow, and thankfully last night a storm rolled in that dropped about 4 inches overnight. It's still pretty windy, but this is so much better than yesterday's ice. One of the advantages of dropping Lexi off at ski school so early is Ashley gets to get first tracks when there's nobody around.
Look at that powder. Look at the wind.
With this wind came some much colder temperatures today, down into the single digits, along with reduced visibility. Actually, we could see the snow blowing around the top of the mountain all the way from the base. However, the new snow also brought views like this: snow dusting the trees and a flat, almost untouched skiing trails. Take a look at some of the highlights from Ashley's runs using our new Insta360 camera we received for Christmas. Her skis are just floating through the snow. It's a little later in the afternoon now, and the weather cleared to reveal a beautiful bluebird day. The new snow has been skied through on the more popular lower trails, and you can hear some of the ice popping through, but Ashley is now on Peak 8 skiing with our friends from Tampa that joined us on this trip. Lexi is in ski school today again for the second straight day, and she will tell you that she loved every single minute of it. She made 2 new friends about her age that were from Kansas, and her instructor took their group of about 8 kids on the green trails on Peak 9 and really helped her improve her turns and overall stability. She'll be skiing with Ashley and our friends from Tampa after today, and she's really starting to hold her own both on the green and some blue trails. While Ashley and Lexi are on the mountain, I'm back at the Nordic Center for cross-country skiing lessons. A lot more snow on the ground this time. I was originally planning to go on a snowmobile adventure today, but I received this email 2 days ago notifying me that there wasn't enough snow on the trails and the trip was canceled. So here I am, back at the Nordic Center, about to take cross-country skiing lessons for the first time. These skis are much longer and thinner than the downhill skis I've used in the past. Traditional cross-country skiing is done in these tracks for smoother gliding and faster speed. And I also have to say it's taking me some time to get used to the feeling of my heels coming completely up and off the ski. Our instructor Jerry stayed out with me quite a while after the group lesson to show me some additional pointers one-on-one. After several hours of skiing around the Nordic Center, I'm exhausted. Time to head back to the resort and crash. A tradition after a long day on the slopes or at the Nordic Center: go to the hot tub and get warmed up. Nothing beats winding down in a steaming hot tub with these views at the end of a long day. We can't soak too long. We've got a great dinner planned at the Horseshoe in downtown Breck. This is by far the coldest night, with temperatures reaching down to 4 degrees. It can't possibly get any colder than this. Well, I guess I was wrong. It's now 2 degrees. And Lexi's ready to show Ashley everything she learned in ski school this week. And this is one of her favorite runs. It's called Silverthorn. It's a gentle green from the middle of the mountain that heads down to the base. She loves this one because she can both practice her turns and pick up some speed while staying under control. And yes, it is very popular and quite crowded. Ashley is skiing with her here and trying to get her attention to slow down. For only skiing a handful of times before, she's really holding her own. You can tell ski school is really paying off. Newer skiers like Lexi here are initially taught without poles so they can focus on their balance and form. You can see she is very comfortable with Silverthorn and makes it down pretty easily and smoothly. Next, Ashley and Lexi are going to head up even further on Peak 9 to a trail called Bonanza, which is a blue trail and quite a bit steeper than the Silverthorn trail she's been doing so well on. Unfortunately, that was a bit more challenging, so we didn't get any videos. With Bonanza finally behind them, now they're heading over to Peak 8 to ski with our friends from Florida. Peak 8 is the original mountain of Breckenridge, and it's actually the highest point in the whole ski resort. Here they skied another blue called 4 o'clock. "4 o'clock" eventually transitions into this green called Trigvies, which brings you back down to the bottom of the mountain. Trigvies has some terrain here on the side, which is a lot of fun to hit with some speed. No falls here, but it's been a really long day, so time to head back and get into the hot tub. Good morning from back at Beaver Run on Peak 9 for our very last day on the mountain. Today is insanely crowded with people everywhere, especially on this side of the mountain with all the beginners. Can't tell you how many people we are seeing being brought down the mountain by sleds by the ski patrol. But in spite of all the crowds, Lexi and Ashley are heading back up the Quicksilver chairlift to do the Silverthorn Trail one more time.
Good turns, Lex.
Lexi's having to show off her best turns just to not run into anybody.
Good turns, kiddo.
Lexi tells us that her ski school instructors officially declare her a level 4 skier, and she couldn't be more proud of herself.
Where do you want to go?
She reminds us that a level 4 means that she can ski confidently on all green and the easiest blue trails, and that she can link both wide and narrow turns together smoothly. Just like yesterday, no issues with Silverthorn. As much as she loved this trail, her favorite one was actually Red Rover, which is much steeper. Lexi skied Red Rover several times with the ski school in the first 2 days of her trip when it was the iciest, so it was even more challenging then.
Now where?
It's been 4 straight days of skiing so far, so after this run, she and I are going to go explore the mountain a bit. We are now riding on the Breck Connect gondola that goes over Cucumber Gulch and connects downtown Breckenridge to Peak 7 and Peak 8 ski areas. The trip lasts about 15 minutes each way, and while we're riding, Ashley's taking on some more of the difficult ski runs on Peak 9. This trail is another blue called Briar Rose, and she skis it with ease. It's clear Ashley grew up going to ski school and has been skiing for years. We hope to continue these ski trips into the future so Lexi can ski like this, and who knows, maybe I'll get on the downhill slopes and take some lessons at some point. After this last run, we have to turn in our rentals, and thankfully Christie's Sports is located right at our resort. There's some really pretty walking trails behind our hotel as well.
Hi. Cool.
We left Breckenridge yesterday afternoon and stayed in downtown Denver last night, and now we're on our way back to the airport to catch our flight home. What a great Christmas present this week has been. We all truly enjoyed the fun, the adventure, and most importantly, our family time together, and we just can't wait to do it again soon.